Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Stupendous Wave, and in this video we'll be talking about Jurassic World. Did the Indominus Rex survive, or could it have survived its ordeal that it went through in Jurassic World? Now, there are spoilers in this video. If you have not seen Jurassic World, I recommend you go and do so and then come back and watch this video. So real quick before we get started, I have a new podcast channel. There's one podcast already uploaded on the channel. The link to it is in the description down below. Me and my buddy, we just talk about a whole lot of different stuff. We did talk about Jurassic World in this one, not the whole time, but there's a really interesting, a few interesting theories in that video or that podcast where we talk about where the franchise might go. We also talk about Suicide Squad, Batman, all the Marvel stuff that came out at Comic-Con, so I definitely recommend checking it out and subscribing, and I would really appreciate it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the video. So everyone that has seen Jurassic World knows that at the end, after the Indominus Rex's fight with the T-Rex and Blue, she is knocked close to the Mosasaur tank, and the Mosasaurus jumps out, grabs the Indominus Rex by the neck, and pulls her into the tank to supposedly eat her. That is what is implied. So people have been thinking, how could the Indominus Rex possibly have survived this ordeal? We do not actually see the on-screen death of the Indominus Rex, although she does appear to be pretty close to it. The Indominus Rex is, as I said, her neck is bitten down by the Mosasaur. Although it does not break, the Mosasaurus jaws did not get through the hide of the Indominus Rex. It is still intact, which is very interesting. Now, the main thing that leads the Indominus Rex, or people thinking that the Indominus Rex could have survived this, is the fact that it has cuttlefish DNA. Now, I'm just going to real quick get out my opinion of it. I do not think that the Indominus Rex survived this attack by the Mosasaurus and by Rexy and Blue, but I'm just going to entertain the thought for this video. If the Indominus Rex survived, how would she do it, and what would this mean for the franchise? I just want to say that I personally don't think that she survived. Not saying that she couldn't have survived, that's just what I think. So, the Indominus Rex, if it were to survive this, of course it would have to do with the cuttlefish DNA, allowing it to possibly breathe underwater, but that still doesn't explain why the Mosasaurus wouldn't eat it. Maybe the Mosasaurus isn't able to eat it, and the Indominus Rex is able to just real quick claw herself out of the Mosasaurus tank and then back out onto Nublar, where she goes off and licks her wounds, because after a battle like that, she is not going to be able to take on Rexy one-on-one because she was beaten and battered, and Rexy might even have help again. So that would be kind of what I see would happen with the Indominus Rex. She'd go off and lick her wounds and try to recover if she was able to escape the Mosasaur tank. Maybe the Mosasaurus brings her too close to the side of the tank and she's able to use her arms and claw her way out. That's just something that might have happened. Of course, her being able to breathe underwater with the cuttlefish DNA, that's not confirmed. It is confirmed that she does have cuttlefish DNA, but we don't know if she could breathe underwater or not. It is stated by Henry Wu that hybrids are even more tricky than regular dinosaurs because they have unforeseen traits that appear. Of course, in the film we saw that it could change its body temperature, it could camouflage itself, traits it got from the cuttlefish and from a frog DNA, and we still don't know everything that the Indominus Rex is mixed with. So it's a possibility that it could breathe underwater, although we never really see the Indominus Rex go into the water. We do know that Zach and Gray jumped into a waterfall, and the Indominus Rex did not decide to jump into the waterfall and pursue them, so that might be a hint that maybe it can't swim and it can't breathe underwater, but that may be reading too much into that scene. So if the Indominus Rex does survive, of course she will be back in sequels if she survived. Why not? They're not just going to have it survive and then have it not show up in a sequel. I still think that the Indominus Rex could show up in a later sequel down the road. In fact, not this Indominus Rex, but another one, this new species, or more hybrids. In fact, I'd say that it might be pretty likely that the Indominus Rex may have a raptor-sized variant in the future, which is kind of described by Vincent D'Onofrio's character Vic Hoskins. So that's kind of interesting. But as far as this Indominus Rex surviving, it's unlikely. They would maybe go back to Nublar to kind of kill the Indominus Rex. I can see Owen returning to Nublar wanting to kill the Indominus Rex because it does endanger the whole ecosystem that is there. Dinosaurs already have kind of changed the ecosystem that are there and upset things, but the Indominus Rex would maybe even go after every single dinosaur out there and try and kill every single dinosaur out there, which would be bad. And I do see people wanting to go to the island to preserve those dinosaurs that are out there, because even nowadays people put themselves in great danger to save endangered animals, and these dinosaurs are, I guess, what you would consider super endangered now, because they're only found in 2 places in the world that we know of so far. We're not sure if they've been manufactured in other places, but as far as right now that we know, they're only on Sorna and Isla Nublar. So if they were endangered, or one of those locations were endangered by the Indominus Rex, I can see that as a viable way to get people back to the island. So anyway, what do you guys think if the Indominus Rex survived? Do you guys think the Indominus Rex survived? Do you think the Mosasaurus was able to kill her? Do you think that she'll return in a sequel? Do you think that she could return in a different way in the sequel? Not this specific Indominus Rex, but another one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast channel. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and have a great day.